Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Charting Markets with Jeremy. For today, let's take a look at Brent oil. After seeing quite a bit of a rebound playing out this week, probably we are looking at start of an uptrend playing out right now. So what happened earlier this week was US actually announced the release of 50 million barrels of oil into the market over a period, which kind of underwhelmed what the market was expecting. And instead of curbing prices from heading higher, in fact actually caused the market oil prices to actually surge up higher instead. So Tuesday was the move that actually showed this particular reversal play over here, mainly caused by the news of the 50 million barrels of oil being released to the market from the US. But instead, again, of turning price down lower or capping price, you can see Brent oil actually surged up about 3.3% on Tuesday alone. So again, with that key reversal move that we saw on Tuesday, probably that particular price action is right now, at least on a technical perspective, it's kind of turning the bulls back into the control. And we'll likely see the uptrend continuing to actually turn price back up higher. So if we were to take a step back and look at what happened to Brent oil, pretty much the trend has been organized one that's moving to the upside. If we were to zoom out, you can see going back to the COVID lows of last year, pretty much for Brent oil, it has been trading in a series of higher highs as well as higher lows. And if we were to plot this uptrend line over here, you can see how Brent oil actually respects this uptrend line pretty nicely. A very nice rebound here back in August where it actually bounced off the uptrend line. And right now, this rebound that we see playing out is pretty much also respecting this uptrend line as well once more. So just to note, despite kind of pulling back around 9% since late October over here, we do think that this is just part of a correction phase, pretty similar to the one here back in March, as well as the one here back in July. So right now, as we see some bullish price action turning back up, probably this uptrend is ready to take back control. And what I mean by that is if you can take a look at this strong move that we saw on Tuesday, pretty much forming what we call a bullish price action in Morningstar pattern that also actually closed above the red line, the 20-day moving average. All in tells us that right now the bulls are right now in control. And so with that in mind, probably we'll likely see further upside playing through here for Brent oil and some overhead resistance that will likely become the target here, possibly over the next 1 to 2 months would be firstly for the uptrend to retest this previous high of around $86.70 region, and then after which possibly around the $90 psychological resistance level. So we are looking at an upside, near-term upside of around 5 to 9% play over here. And possibly in 2022 next year, we'll likely see a further breakout above this $90 range. And once we breach above this $90 range, the next resistance is actually around $96.70. So quite a bit of upside over there, at least over the medium term. And a key driver that can actually push oil prices to above the $90 range will likely be the further reopening of the borders globally, which would then see international tourism returning to the market, and also at the same time gradual easing of COVID restrictions that has been put in place since last year. So with that, probably we'll likely see demand again outstripping supply, and this supply-demand imbalance will likely continue to push oil prices higher into next year, 2022. So you can see right now, it does look like both the technicals as well as the fundamentals are kind of supporting for a thesis of oil prices higher here in the near term as well as the medium term. And again, looking at the current price action, that suggests that we'll likely see this further follow through movement to the upside. And probably just to cover the downside a bit, right now the support level that we'll be watching out for, if oil prices were to fall down lower instead, we'll be looking at this support closely at around $76 to around $77.80. This will be the support level that we're watching, as it also coincides to where this uptrend line is. So any form of pullback, any form of weakness down to those levels of $76 to to $77.80 mark, would likely see some accumulation, some buying pressure kicking in at those levels if we get there. So that's the kind of just to cover the downside. However, in the worst case scenario, if this cluster of support also fails to hold, if it actually pulls back lower instead, the next key support that I'll be watching out for further buying will be somewhere near the 200-day moving average, which is somewhere near $72. Yep, so all in right now, in short, I think the bullish price action that we're seeing right now is setting up for a new uptrend to be taking over soon. And we could possibly be seeing Brent oil actually be testing the $90 range pretty soon, even as soon as Q1 of next year. Yep, so that is all I have for today, and we'll see you guys in the next one.